All right, everybody. This is honestly a surprising video to me because it has been yet another long week. Very strange long week. It felt like it was definitely dragging a lot longer than it should have. Trying to prepare for some stuff in my at work, so I had a lot of things that were going through the motions. I did do everything I was supposed to do, thankfully. But I guess it's more of it's like a hurry up. It's a game of hurry up and wait. But so this week, you know what? As far as stocks, I didn't think I was gonna make any comments on anything. But there was one particular story so far. As you already know, I forgot to include my message. Okay, I gotta go back to my older one just to figure out what I was saying. Uh, this is not investment or financial advice, and past performance is no guarantee of future results. Do your own research and make your investments based on that. All right. So, all right, going into what I'm doing. So far, I market beats congressional trades tracker is really good. This is the one that I was using in my spreadsheet. And also, I'm going to get to the spreadsheet a little later, but I am currently on standby as far as what I want to do with that because I'm collecting data, but it's not as useful to me as I had hoped. Yeah, so I have to do some rework on there and see exactly what I need to make the decisions that are going to be more profitable as time goes on. But one of the most profitable decisions that I could have made is following a congressional senator. This person is a member of the House, member of the U.S. House. I can never really get all of their names correct, all of their titles and whatnot. But this is probably one of the better decisions that I've made because, as you can see, Ardmore Shipping is doing extremely well. I mean, how can you? What can you? What more can you ask for than 20%, 30%, right? You can't ask for more than that. If you had got in about, I don't know, I guess what these were several months ago. And also, there's one other, I guess, exciting thing and probably more thematic, more on theme. These energy transfer purchases are always recorded, not not too much longer after they are the dates are filed not too long after their trade, not after long after the trade has been initiated, as opposed to some of the other ones that are like 17 and 30 days. But it seems to be a consistent interest of stocks, of classes. I see. I think these are industrials, energy, and there are some private market shares right now or purchases, so they're not going to be technically in a there's no ticker or anything for them yet. So yeah, but anyways, this is in my opinion probably a good investment, good idea to start following some congressional members. This helps with filtering out the constant fence sitting, or I can't think of the words all of a sudden. This happens every time I make a video. But anyways, it'll get you off of the fence as far as your investments, all right? But hey, like I said, it's not investment advice. This is what I'm doing personally, and I'm seeing results in a much higher at a much higher rate than when I normally would. All right. So we're gonna move into crypto, but I want to make sure that my spreadsheet is open so I can kind of talk about why I am kind of on the fence about this. Okay, so when it comes to crypto, the methodology is not a matter of technical or even fundamental analysis. It's something completely different. It may be even comparable to what we're already doing in what I'm doing with the congressional pocket watching. Well, like I said, this is going to be a game of. It's not a game of technical analysis or fundamental analysis. It's pocket watching. This is the skill that you need. You need to be able to analyze on-chain activities. This is essentially watching some. There are some platforms that give you the ability to watch certain wallets. Now, it depends on the source of these said wallets. You already if you, even if you don't know the name of the individual behind said wallet, you do know that transactions are being made, and that is as good a tool as any. And you can even also enable alerts or whatnot. This is the browser version. I haven't really used any of the mobile apps or any of the web or mobile versions of any of these because honestly, they don't really have apps, and they are a little bit difficult. In my opinion, they are a little bit slower on the phone as opposed to the using the web version because I can do a lot of clicking here or there. The screen is large, etc., etc. When you have it on the mobile version, they try to consolidate a lot of the controls, and for some reason, the apps don't load as adequately, as expeditiously as you would need. As far as tracking wallets or transactions, or even trying to do your own track your own wallet, it's very it's very clunky. But anyways, moving along. So I did, like I said, move away from tracking on the spreadsheet because, like I said, too much of the data that's occurring here is not exactly traceable here. So I don't have any links. I mean, there's only so much Google Finance can do, and all of these links are not really. I mean, it gets limited. So you have to take it on your own and use that information as you build it in your screeners and your alert systems and your wallet, your particular wallets that you're interested in watching. Let's see what's going on. Okay, so I've been looking at some stuff this week, and I'm not exactly. I can't be sure, but hold on, let me see. I was just looking at. There was just a page on just now. I think this is the. Yes, this is the screener for Baron. I think this is the one. So, in my honest opinion, as far as if you go on Twitter or whatnot, you'll have a lot of speculation, a lot of different opinions. A lot of these people have ulterior motives. A lot of them have they don't have the particular desire to make you rich because this is essentially a source of income to them in the meantime of bull runs. This is why I've never really liked YouTubers or any kind of social media personalities in the past, especially when it comes to finance, because there is always there's always something that they can there's always some benefit to them for posting and being involved in the markets or quote unquote helping you. They do give some good pointers, don't get me wrong, but they ultimately they beat around the bush, and there's a lot of decisions that are made that are not necessary because when it comes to money, it'll always find its way into someone's pockets. There's no need to be very there's no need to be stingy with the information because realistically, if you think about it, even if you gave somebody the full layout, here's the thing. This is because this has been done before. If you gave somebody the full layout of how to become rich or whatever it is that they're looking for, the majority of people will not follow it. There will be one individual that'll follow it and probably turn it into some kind of religion or something, and then they'll follow it, but they'll never follow it as like a straight up step by step process. Look, trust me, I know this for a fact because when you look at when you look in the past as far as how books were written, like say for example, The Richest Man in Babylon. You would not have any trouble with retirement had you just put 10% of each of your paychecks back throughout your entire life, right? Up until you're about 65 or so, 60 or 65. You would not have to worry about you would not have to worry about retirement funds or those savings that are necessary to survive uh, up until your passing or whatever it is that you're going to be doing prior to your passing, passing on money and whatnot to your offspring. But it's not something that, like I said, it's not something that needs to be you need to be stingy with, because people, the reason why they're being stingy is to make sure that they stay in the forward position of a particular investment or market. Right now, nearly everything you see on these charts is it has potential to be the actual answer to generational wealth, right? But can you be certain of which one this is? I mean, there's thousands, there's hundreds of them on each page. Like, what do you know exactly to be the one? No one really does, except for quote unquote insiders, and there is a lot of insider. It's so rampant in the crypto community that it's actually very sickening. And this pushback of the SEC is coming from two groups: criminals and people who just don't want the government involved in yet another industry or potential investment that'll help solve their generational wealth problems, right? And I understand at least one side of those, but the criminals do not get a pass for this. Pass for They don't get a pass for trying to avoid government oversight, because the reality is there's a lot of rampant schemes. There's a lot of Ponzi schemes. There's a lot of just disgusting. There's a lot of disgusting projects. I got my list here. I love the name of it, but you can see from this list here, there have been multiple projects that they established themselves as some kind of answer to some problem with an on-chain using on-chain solutions, and realistically, people got rugged, people got left out, people are down and out right now, and they also would use the name like this. They would use something like this to be the ploy to that, right? So this is the kind of sick, I mean, it's obviously we already know what kind of world we live in. It's not even a surprise or an issue anymore. But if that could be kind of, if there was a better oversight, if there was some kind of, even if we don't have the SEC, we got to have. My suggestion from a previous video that I made was just to govern ourselves. You have to be decent. You have to be. And there's a lot of individuals on in the crypto space that are very good at. They're filtering out all of these scammers, and like these two, for example, I'm glad they're literally right next to each other. So no, I don't agree with everything that they do, but I do appreciate this valiant effort to help clear the space of the toxic waste that exists in it right now. So let me see what else was I gonna say. Oh my goodness, I skipped right past my Oh my goodness, I started talking about the scams and money grabs before I started talking about the speculation. But all right, the speculation that I have right now is that the 2024 bull run will likely be dedicated to the presidential election and the Solana chain. Significant growth is to be made for the chain for Solana chain, seeing as it has comparable performance to Bitcoin as opposed to Ethereum. You can see here that Solana itself is nearly comparable to Bitcoin in price performance. And if you go to, this is also, believe it, this is Sol Bitcoin comparison. This is Bitcoin USD comparison. So we have a dollar value, and then this is Ethereum to Bitcoin comparison. As you can see, Ethereum is severely underperforming Bitcoin as opposed to compared to Bitcoin. Oh my goodness. So in my opinion, what this is signs of is and like I don't like to use technical analysis anymore when it comes to cryptocurrencies, because like I said, this is not a game of technical or fundamental analysis. It's a game of pocket watching for the most part. But anyways, like I said, these charts are very comparable, and this gives me a it gives me a I guess it gives me a better feeling. Hold on. Okay, damn near choked. But anyways, it gives me a better feeling on as time goes on, and the bull market responds. The bull run of Bitcoin. Hold on. The bull run of the Solana chain and under the assets that are developed on it and or otherwise transition to it. The performance that is going to occur here is going to follow Bitcoin's bull run, and obviously, subsequently, it's consolidation slash pullback slash correction, right? So that's all I have to say there. And like I said, Ethereum honestly is I'm not hopeful for it because it's just like I said, at one point it switched its consensus protocol, and in all honesty, I mean, as far as this, there's so many different types of there's the fork. When it comes to forking in crypto, like I just don't appreciate it. It's not something that I can appreciate. Bitcoin does a halving, and other coins do forking. And what that tells me is there's ulterior motives. There's so many things that can happen that just are not in my purview, and my money is on the line. But no one's telling me exactly, or they don't have the what is it, imperative. They don't have the imperative, or what is it called, integrity, to make sure that investors are they're all equally benefiting. Because what happened with Ethereum is that it was proof of work prior to proof of stake. Basically, all the money went to the big wallets, the whales, and it left everybody else that was interested in even being involved with the project. Honestly, I mean, I don't like it either anyway anymore because this whole gas fee thing. I mean, the gas fees can be up to they can be really high, and it's not exactly in my opinion, there's not a time. There's not a change in sight for that anymore because all these changes are they 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 keep me from being interested in it. By the way, I don't know. Yeah, I lost my thought there. But there was another aspect of the scams and money grabs thing that I wanted to talk about. So I haven't found a way to there's this thing that occurs in crypto. For those that don't know, is pre-sales or pre-launches. They are essentially, it's very similar to what an IPO. Basically, the big money investors, they have the opportunity to reach into the pre-sale circulating supply and hold that value in their wallets. Now, there's a particular coin that's in mind right now. This individual here, and this is what I was trying to look up. I couldn't remember exactly what I was going to do here. Okay. Let's see what the overall performance is. Okay. Well, I don't know if this is the exact I don't know if this is the exact coin in question, but this individual stated that they were paid 25K to FUD Mad Lads. Now, what FUDing means is to uh, essentially get people to invest in a particular asset, and it's usually like a rush. They get people to be in a rush to buy these things. And as you can see here, this individual was paid 25K. I blocked out their name because that's a financial crime. That is a serious financial crime. I don't know if he took the well. Honestly, he's got the wallet address here, so probably took the money. I'm gonna leave that up honestly because look, it's all over Twitter. I can't really, I can't be the one to not, uh, to not say anything. But anyways, as you can see here, an individual. I don't know if this is, like I said, I don't know if this is the exact address, but and this is what I hate about CoinMarketCap. When there are certain coins that are widely known, they're traded on current markets, but for some reason CoinMarketCap just takes the complete alternate route and just ignores its existence, and it irritates me. But like I said, this coin has been all up for all of, I don't know exactly what this one is, but look at this. This performance is this is this is pretty bad. Like, this is saying this individual essentially rugged everybody that's involved here. Like, damn, I need a better example. But anyways, like I said, there is a, if you don't watch out for these particular signs, and I have a guidelines metric now that is essentially, it takes into account so many different key points when it comes to investigating a project and understanding the team and their intentions and their. You even have to get into freaking looking at people's internet history, and just, you have to go into this investigative mode, and it makes this whole thing extremely exhausting. It makes it more exhausting than just trading itself. Like, it's trading is already a difficult issue. It's already a difficult skill. Now, when you add having to look at it, you have to look at people's investments and track their history and make sure you keep an eye on them. It just adds a layer of, honestly, to me, it's this layer. It's another thing to be disappointed about, and it just it makes things go. Makes things take so much longer. It makes investing take so much longer than it should. But that is pretty much all I have for the week. I was gonna talk about Tesla today because I keep getting emails about them and decreasing their. They are making it easier to finance their Model Ys, and they are also simultaneously going through a massive massive series of layoffs. In my opinion, I already saw this coming a long time ago, because when I started to look at videos of Tesla quality, well, that might not be the anything correlating, but anyways, when I see quality decreasing in a product, what that tells me is two things are about to happen, or two things have happened. Demand has reached that curve. Somebody help me out here. I don't have anybody here. Supply curve. Somebody, I can't remember all these terms because it's like, this is so much information at once. But so much supply can be created that demand essentially falls, and that makes a surplus that has to be offloaded, and that decreases balance sheet. That decreases the balance sheet performance and a lot of things that go on in the background. And I'm simplifying the hell out of that, but I think those who know what I'm talking about understand. You can't make a product that is infinitely desirable, so you will eventually see stock price decreases. Yeah, that's what I'm going to end it there, because I can go on about this stuff forever. Thanks for watching. I will see you either tomorrow, next week, or whenever I get back to it.